morning, everyone. I am coming to you yet again while driving to work. I just wanted to tell you about an experience that I had yesterday. Thursdays I typically work half a day, the second half of the day, so I go to work at noon. And we have a really large office where I work. It's not a corporate office or anything like that. It's just a really big pediatric office, and we have about 40 employees. Most dental offices have about 4 employees, so we have a really big practice. So the clinical staff was having a meeting, and I got there a little bit before noon so I could settle in and, get everything done that I needed to, clock in and all that jazz. Well, when I walked in, I had just eaten my lunch, which was a taco salad. Well, I have a taco salad. I was good and full, and I walk into them setting up for this meeting, and they had pizza from the good place, and like a lot of it. And oh my, it smelled so good. And I mean, that was really the first head hunger issue that I've had in a while, and it was just real. It was so difficult to just walk away from it. And knowing now that my pouch is, when it's full, you put anything more in it and you in trouble. Girlfriend, you in trouble. It hurts so bad. I mean, you saw that video of me dying because I ate too much too fast. But anyway, and I put my stuff down, and then this was not supposed to be for the business staff, which is what I'm a part of. My boss comes in, she's like, "Hey, you should be a part of this. This is really good information." So I was like, so I go in there and smelling all this yummy pizza, and I'm just dealing with it in my heart, because it's so hard to say no to something you absolutely love, and then having the people around you, I know I shouldn't have another piece, but I'm gonna have another piece. Like thinking, anyway, I survived. There was no problems there really, but it was so real, that feeling again, that all I want to do is eat even though I'm not hungry. Wow. It's not very fun, but I made it through, and then I had like suggestions like, hey, you should just eat the toppings or whatever, but I wasn't hungry. And that was, just the pain. I can't, if you haven't had the surgery yet, I cannot describe the pain that you feel when you stretch your pouch too much. It's just awful. It feels like a heart attack. It feels like being punched. It feels like just full on sick. It's really bad. The pressure is really huge. So anyway, I survived, and I didn't eat any. And then I got hungry later. I still had half my salad, and I went in, and I'm not gonna lie, I looked for the pizza first, but it looks like it got all taken care of. I know that if I would have eaten the pizza, I would have gotten sick anyway, just even the toppings, because that sort of thing makes me sick now anyway. I can have cheese, just not a lot. And I also think that they probably put a bunch of sugar in the sauce. I didn't have any of that. I considered it because, there was that head hunger again, and but at the same time, I'm also thinking, would have really have been worth it. I may not have even had any. But I went and I ate the rest of my salad, and I was good. Just really, really, really wanting that comfort food, even though I was full. It's been so foreign to me for about 3 months now, and but all of a sudden it just hit me full in the face. Anyway, that was my experience, and have you guys had any experiences like that? I'd like to know about that. I feel like the tool that I have now has definitely been keeping me on the straight and narrow, getting just the feelings that I get, the sickness that I get when I eat something, that I shouldn't. That has been a very helpful tool. I'm really glad that I have that. It just absolutely keeps me safe. We have a new cleaning lady at work, and one of her siblings, I think it is, works at a donut shop, the good donut shop in town, and we have donuts all the time at work now. And I will open the box, and I will smell the box, and that is all I will do. I don't ever taste it. I don't try a little and spit it out. I don't want to start myself down that road, because I know who I am, and sometimes I'll do stupid things. And I remember one time, well, definitely not one time, in the past, been sick, like sick to my stomach, like with the stomach bug, and eaten something knowing full well that it'll make me throw up. And I hate throwing up. I will fight it. I will fight it to the death. And no, it just isn't worth it anymore. And I feel like, you know, if I give myself that inch, I'll power through it. No, and I have had panic attacks since I was 14, and to me, dumping is like a panic attack with the added bonus of throwing up and pooping your pants. It's not fun. So I am not ever going to entertain the thought that that would be okay somewhere down the line. Anyway, I just wanted to share my experience, and it's such a struggle even now, and I know it will be for the rest of my life, and I don't want to mess this up. You know, this was a really hard fought thing that I have, this tool that I have. I mean, I went through 16 months of classes and appointments and all that stuff. It could have been shorter, but I made it longer on purpose. But you know, it all it is a tool, and if I don't use it as a tool, then it's not ever going to work for me. If I just decide that it's okay to indulge in things that make me sick, it's just, no, it's not worth it. I refuse flat out to eat sugar, because I know that is going to make it even worse. More than 6 grams of sugar for me in a serving is usually too much. And so, I mean, I'll mildly dump on that. I could only imagine what it would be like if it was more. And I don't want to dump horribly. A friend of mine, she had surgery back in 2016, I think it was, in August. And she had a soup, and that soup turned out to have like 25 grams of sugar in it or something like that. And you don't really think of that when you're having, you know, cheddar broccoli soup or whatever it is. She dumped so hard. She's like, pray for me, I am so sick right now. I mean, thankfully that it passes within, you know, an hour or so, but oh my gosh, it's the worst. It is really literally the worst. And yesterday, even like with my breakfast, I had something that had a little bit too much fat in it. And normally fat doesn't bother me a ton, but if it has just a little too much in it, it really will. I was just sweating and my heart rate was really high, and I'm like, okay, anytime you can be done with this. And that kind of actually happened. The high heart rate actually happened after I had my salad too, because I had beef on the salad, and that kind of just didn't sit quite right. So anyway, I've got to go into work. I am really enjoying interacting with you guys on Facebook and on Instagram. My Facebook page is facebook.com/group/WLS Adventures. Anybody who's had or is going to have or is interested in WLS or weight loss surgery, please join us. And then also at Mandy McBypass on Instagram. So I will catch you on the flippity flip. Bye bye.